Hi from Colaba, Mumbai. Today we're going to cook something very special for the Italian cuisine, and in order to get all the ingredients we need for the recipe, we are first going to shop. We're gonna find a nice small street shop for vegetables, because what we're cooking today is pasta al pesto. So it's a very famous Italian recipe that you all already know, and it's perfect to be cooked here in India because you get all the ingredients you need, and they're also very good quality. We are facing the sea, which reminds me of the region where the pasta al pesto comes from, which is Liguria. Liguria in Italy, it's in the northwest part of the country. It borders with France, and it's a fantastic region. You have beautiful towns, Genova, Imperia, La Spezia. Then you have small jewels like Portofino and many others. So that's where the pesto comes from. This is the street where we are going to find our little shop. So just to recap the ingredients, we need basil, lot of basil, garlic, cashews, which is in substitution of another ingredient that here is very difficult to find as it's extremely expensive, is the pine seeds, olive oil, and potatoes. Potatoes is a special touch that I will teach you. Here is my man. This is my shop of vegetables. Hey, namaste. Namaste, namaste. You have basil?
Yeah.
Can I please smell? That's a very good basil. Okay, I take it all, everything. And you have potatoes, I take 1 kilo, 1 kg. Garlic.
Garlic, yeah?
This is good?
Yeah.
I need good garlic. These ingredients are to make pasta al pesto. You know pasta al pesto?
No, man.
Italian recipe. You don't know? You want to taste? You want to try? Thank you. Thank you, mom. So we have it all. Shopping is concluded, and now let's go cooking. Okay, we are back home, and here are the ingredients that we will be using. Basil we have just bought in the shop outside. Here it is. Garlic, cashews, parmesan, linguine. It's a little thinner than spaghetti, but fits perfectly well with pasta al pesto. Olive oil. This is Italian olive oil. And a potato for the final touch. The first thing we have to do is to clean the basil. We have to remove every single leaf. We only use leaves, so this one is fine. This is a long process, but it's absolutely necessary because we want to get the pure side of the basil. So the only thing you need is the leaf. So basil in India has much larger leaves than the one they use in Liguria to make the original pesto, but it doesn't matter. It gives an Indian touch to our pesto, and that's something we like very much, isn't it? So next thing, we have to clean it very nicely, and this is how we're going to. Fresh water, just leave it there for a while, and in the meantime we're gonna work our garlic. So this is a crucial instrument. It's a very small, tiny, extremely cheap knife that is really very important. Now I'm gonna show you something. Look, this is our garlic. Let's open it with our small. You see this part here? This part here we need to remove. This is the soul of the garlic, and it gives bitterness to our garlic. So let's remove it. Alright, like this. Then of course garlic in India, you love it very much, so you decide how much you want to put. If you want to put more than that, then it's fine. But the risk is that the taste of the basil will be a little bit hampered by that. You see, this is the green soul that we are going to remove because it's very important. There you go, removed. Now let's do the final thing as far as the preparations are concerned, which is parmesan. So if you don't have parmesan, don't worry. I know it's very difficult to find. If you have it, it's perfect. If you have pecorino cheese, it's perfect. If you have the two of them, you can mix them. If you don't have them, you can either avoid cheese at all. Otherwise, you can use, you can try and use, and then you could put a comment and see if it worked or not. Any hard cheese, not soft cheese, don't put paneer. If you put paneer, it's gonna be a mess. So on this, you have to work with whatever you have at home. So let's cut our parmesan. This is the specific tool to cut parmesan. And this one we cut in pieces because then we're gonna mix it in the mixer. Let's put our parmesan here. So we have all of our preparations. This is the basil that I have cleaned and washed. And now it's very, very important that you dry it perfectly well. You take this, we all have these kind of things, you put it here. Then you put your basil. You separate each leaf. It's beautiful. And now we take another one, you cover it, you press. So now while it dries, in the meantime, we're gonna put our water for the pasta. We go on the other side of the kitchen where the mixer is, so I'm gonna show you how it works. Alright, so we have all of our ingredients, and now let's start with the pesto itself. So this part of the mixer and this one I have put in the freezer for a couple of hours because being cold, it avoids loss of genuine green color of our basil. So remember to do that, it's very important. So now let's put our ingredients inside. Let's start with our garlic, all of our basil. So on quantities you can rely on your good sense. You just do whatever you want. This is going to be a pesto that, I mean, then if you have an excess of pesto for your recipe, you can keep it. You can keep it in the fridge and it lasts for a couple of weeks at least. So you can use it even several times. Now we put our parmesan in pieces like this. We can also put it when it's scratched, no problem. Parmesan and a few cashews. There you go. And now we mix it all. No oil, this is very important. Don't put olive oil in this process because otherwise the oil is going to burn and the heat is going too strong. It's going to be too strong and the pesto will not be as good as it could be. So the oil just at the end. Remember, this is very important. Let's go. Look, this is how it appears. Creamy and soft. Okay, so this is our pesto. Now we're gonna put olive oil inside. Pesto, a jar. Now let's put our pesto in the jar. Like this. Fantastic. Olive oil. Let's see if it's enough. Let's put some more. It smells great. Olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, try with another kind of oil. Of course, it's not gonna be the same, but you can still try. And by the way, let me know if it works. So here we are, ready to put our pasta in the boiling water. It's boiling now. So remember the rule. It's 1 liter water each 100 grams of pasta. We have 300 grams of pasta and we need to put 30 grams of salt because it's 10 grams each liter of water. So let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Because remember that the small spoon is almost 10 grams. So you remember I told you also that we needed a potato for our recipe. So let me take the potato. Potato, I have cut one entire potato in small pieces like this. And the recipe that we need wants the potato to be put in the water together with pasta. So let's put our potatoes. Let's take our 300 grams of linguine. Remember, this is it. And now we cook our pasta with the potatoes inside. That's very important. And strangely enough, potatoes that normally take a long time to boil, when you mix them with pasta, they cook at the same time of pasta. And these potatoes will give an extraordinary taste to our final dish of pesto, and with small pieces of potato that are even crunchy. It's fantastic, you will see. So try this. You cut the potato in pieces, small pieces, and you put it together with the pasta when water is boiling. So now we'll wait the needed time. In this case, the package says that we need 8 minutes, so we will be removing the pasta from the water in 6 minutes, 2 minutes before. This is because in the next 2 minutes, from 6 to 8, even though you will be removing the pasta from the water, it will still be cooking, so you need to consider that as well, to get a real al dente pasta. In the meantime, we take this and we're gonna put our pesto inside as a basis, and then we will put the cooked pasta in here directly. Beautiful, beautiful pesto. Since you have still a lot of pesto in here, very hard to remove, what you can do is to take this, take a little bit of water, you put it in here, and you mix it, so you don't miss anything. And you put it inside. So now it's creamy, it's very nice. And then you will be able to judge whether you need more oil at the end. Look, it's beautiful. And now we just wait for the pasta to be ready. It's always good to taste your pasta after a while that you put it inside the water, because you might be willing to have a little bit more, a little bit less, it's up to you. But I mean, the rule in Italy is to have it al dente. Al dente, it's really something that you have to feel under your teeth. It has to be a little crunchy, not too much cooked. First of all, because it's not good for your digestion. If it's too cooked, your digestion suffers a lot. So the more al dente you make it, and the better your digestion will be. Okay, let's check. We are almost there. 6 minutes. Perfect. This is what we need to remove the water from the pasta. We put it here in the sink, and let's go. Remove the water. Our potatoes are nicely put inside. Let's go. Yes. And this is how it looks like. Our pasta al pesto. It's perfect. So now let's plate it. There is this beautiful technique to plate spaghetti or any long pasta like this one. So you take this kind of tool, you take this one, then you take your spaghetti or linguine, like in this case, you turn it like this, and look what a beautiful nest. Isn't that beautiful? Now let's put a little bit of olive oil on top, and that's it. This is my pasta pesto. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Try it, make it, do it, and if you have any comment, post it.